She never believed that one small act of kindness could change her life forever. Her name was Maya, a hardworking, quiet girl who had just moved to the city to find a job. She came from a small village, with dreams bigger than her fears. The city was cold, fast, and full of people who never looked back once they passed you. One evening, after another long day of rejections, she sat on a park bench, tired, hungry, and hopeless. Her phone battery had died, her bus pass was missing, and her shoes were covered in dust. She whispered to herself, maybe the city isn't meant for people like me. That's when a car slowed down near her. A man stepped out, tall, calm, with a soft voice. "Are you okay? You look lost." She looked up, nervous. I missed my bus, and my phone's dead." He smiled gently. "Come on, I'll drop you near your hostel. It's not safe here this late." She hesitated, but his calm tone made her feel safe. "Thank you," she said quietly, getting into the car. The man introduced himself as Arav, a software engineer who lived nearby. During the ride, they talked about life, about dreams, about how tough the city could be. She told him she'd come for a job but hadn't found any luck yet. Arav smiled. "Don't lose hope. Sometimes good things take time." When they reached her place, she thanked him. He laughed softly. It was just a simple favor. Days turned into weeks. Maya found a temporary job as a receptionist. One morning, she walked into her office and froze. Standing in front of her was Arav, talking to her boss. She learned he was the company's new project manager. Both were surprised, and then they smiled, remembering their first meet in G. Work brought them closer. Arav would often stay late, and Maya would bring him coffee. He'd notice how she worked tirelessly, how her kindness never faded even on tough days. Slowly, their bond grew, not rushed, not forced, just natural. One rainy night, everyone had left the office except them. Maya was trying to close a file cabinet when she tripped slightly. Arav caught her hand just in time. Their eyes met, for a long, silent second. The sound of the rain outside, the dim office light, and two hearts that had quietly started caring. She quickly looked away, blushing. He smiled and said, "You really should be more careful. And you really should stop catching me like in movies," she joked nervously. From that night, something changed between them. He started walking her to the bus stop every evening. She started leaving a cup of tea on his desk without saying anything. No confessions, no promises, just small, silent gestures of love. Then one day, Maya's landlady told her she had to leave because the building was being sold. Maya didn't know where to go. Arav overheard her on a call, worried. The next morning, he handed her an envelope with an address written on it. "What's this?" she asked. "An apartment near your office. It's vacant. Owned by my friend. You can stay there until you find something better." She refused at first, but he insisted. "It's just a simple favor," he said with a smile. Weeks later, her project team was invited to a company dinner. Maya dressed beautifully, simple yet graceful. Everyone was laughing, enjoying, but she noticed Arav sitting alone outside on the balcony, looking lost in thought. She walked up to him and asked softly, "What are you thinking about?" He looked at her and smiled faintly. "About how strange life is. One day, you stop to help a stranger, and that stranger becomes the reason you smile every day." Her heart skipped a beat. She didn't reply. She just stood there beside him, the city lights glowing around them. A few days later, Maya got her dream offer, a job in another city. She was happy, but when she told Arav, his smile faded. "That's great," he said, "I'm proud of you." But his eyes said something else, something she couldn't ignore. Her last day at the office was emotional. Everyone wished her luck, but Arav didn't show up. She left quietly, hiding her tears. Outside, as she waited for her cab, it began to rain, just like the first day they met. Suddenly, a familiar voice called her name. She turned, and there he was, completely drenched, holding a small umbrella. "You forgot something," he said, handing her a keychain. It was a tiny silver umbrella charm. "To remind you of how it all started." She smiled with teary eyes. "It wasn't just a simple favor, Arav. It was the moment my life changed." He stepped closer, his voice trembling slightly. "Then don't make it just a memory. Stay. For a second, the whole world went silent, just rain, heartbeats, and a choice. She dropped her suitcase, walked up to him, and hugged him tightly. Rain poured harder, but neither of them cared. He whispered, "Guess sometimes, the simplest favors turn into the most beautiful love stories." And in that rainy city night, under one small umbrella, two hearts that met by chance found forever. Revolving hearts.